How's it going, everybody? Welcome to RBA Vapes Reviews. I'm your boy Chip. Going back at you today with one from our friends at Joyetech, and this is the Exceed NC with the new notch coil. Very cool. So let's check it out. So we've got the Exceed NC with a notch coil from our friends at Joyetech. Open this bad boy up. Ooh, that's tight. And you can see you've got your device right here. There is a spare glass in there, so that's really cool. And then you got your extra notchy and a charge cable. And of course, here is your manual for the tank. This is for the actual device itself, how to properly juice and fill the tank, and of course your warranty card. So there's not much to this guy. Obviously it's an AIO kit, so it's fairly simple. Got your button right here, and got your micro USB charge right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turns it on as such, and then the tank itself got your adjustable airflow down here, and then your slide fill mechanism. Look for the red and push just like that. But what we really want to get to is this guy. That, my friends, is the star of the show. You can see it's got that cool mesh kind of pattern to it there, but they're calling it a notch coil, so it's an updated version of the notch that they already have. But you can see the gold contact points here and here, so it kind of just clips in and sits down in there like that. And then with the tank, you can see you've got all your juice flow channels all the way around it, and kind of a tiered chimney to it, if you will. Interesting choice. So we're going to juice this bad boy up and then jump up top and talk about it. So now that you've had a good up close look at it, what we're going to do is pull back, have a vape on it, and talk about it. First thing we want to do is check out some of the parameters that we've got going on here. First of all, it is 127 millimeters from top to bottom, and that includes this drip tip, and then it is a 22 millimeter diameter. Now, the coil that we showed you in there, I believe is a 0.25 notch coil, and the tank holds 2.5 milliliters of juice. The battery on this bad boy is 2300 milliamp hours, so it's not the biggest battery in the world, but it's definitely a step up from the AIOs. You can see it's got this nice engraving on the tube here, so it gives it a little extra grip, and the button is raised there. You can kind of see that. So it does give you a nice place to fire it. So this guy has two different outputs, which is kind of cool. Very similar to the Exceed box that we tested. It's got the direct output and then the constant voltage output. So to switch between the two, you turn the thing off like that, and then you hold down the fire button. Once you see the light flash, you can tap it, and that'll switch over to the second output. Then you turn it back on, and we are now in the constant voltage mode. Excuse me, the white is the direct output, the orange is the constant voltage. So that's kind of a cool feature you don't see on a lot of sticks, is the two different types of output or voltage. So the coil, as we showed you, is got a cotton wicking through the middle of it. I just wanted to point out that all of the innards and where you seat the coil down inside the base there, that is gold plated, so you get ideal conductivity out of that, which is a nice touch. Of course, it does have a micro USB charging port. It's got the slide top filling option. Look for the little red guy right there. You can slide that open, and of course the adjustable airflow down at the bottom there. So that's all of the main features that this guy offers. Now we want to vape on it and talk about it a little bit. First thing I noticed on this guy is the styling. For a tube mod, especially in the starter kit kind of realm, it's got some nice style to it. You know, the little dimples on the tank to tighten it down, the nice red triangle to slide it open, as well as the engraving on the tube and the raised fire button, are all nice touches. It definitely gives it a little bit of a higher quality fit and finish. The two output modes, mostly notice a difference when the battery's getting low. I'll switch it over to the constant voltage mode, which is your orange here. Now it's switched over to the orange. And the battery's getting low on this guy, but you can still see a decent hit from it in the constant voltage. Light shining through. Yeah, there it is. You can see that now. Vapor that this little notch coil produces is actually really nice. And that's on, you know, probably 20-25% battery life, so it's definitely got some good vapor production. The airflow is a lot more than I would expect from a little tube stick like this. You can see it's fairly large, and I actually have to turn it down maybe like a quarter to get like the ideal flavor out of it. The one thing that I was really hoping would be better with this notch coil is the flavor. I don't know if it's because I chose to put a bakery in here, and I think the notch coil is stainless steel, so fruity might have been a better option, but the flavor is not quite as good as I would hope it would be. But sacrificing that for better vapor production, I understand why they did that. So the last thing we want to do is just give it the rating, and I definitely want to give this one 1 thumbs up. It's got nice fit and finish. It seems to be well made. The coil system's unique, and it seems to work really well. I believe you can just re-wick that notch coil, so it should last longer than your traditional coils do. And it also gives you the 360-degree coil air flow, so that you get a lot better vapor out of this than most of the pin styles that I've seen. There's just a little bit of a wiggle to it, and I don't know, I'm sure that's something they fixed in the production, but I think it comes from this airflow or the top. I'm not 100% sure. Super nitpicky. It works fine, doesn't leak, none of that, but just something that we noticed in testing it. It's got a little bit of a wobble on the tank, and I just wish it had a little bit more flavor, you know. Other than that though, this is definitely a awesome little pin starter setup. It has all of the features and then some that I would expect on something like this. So well done to you guys. We just wanted to get a little bit more flavor out of it. But other than that, super solid setup, and we would highly recommend it to anybody that's looking for an inexpensive setup that's going to produce good vapor. That being said, thank you guys for watching. As always, we appreciate you. Make sure you check out shop.rvavapes.com and find out all the latest and greatest as far as products that we've got coming in. I want to thank Joyetech for sending this our way so we could try it out. And if you want to smoke, that's your business. If you don't, you know where we're at.